So I grew up with my parents separated from each other. Well, they were never married, so I grew up with a mother and a father who weren't even together romantically, and a brother whose father wasn't my father, therefore making him my half-brother, and my two other siblings were on my dad's side with another woman. So I have 3 siblings, and I have to live my entire life knowing that I will never in my life have a chance to have a full sibling, ever, because my mom, what am I, British? My mom and my dad they're never gonna, it's not even a chance that they're ever gonna be together again. So I will never know what it's like to have another full sibling. Baby mama culture and being a baby mama is so romanticized in this day and age. Cardi B, Bad Baby, Nick Cannon, is it Nick Cannon that has like 40 baby mamas and 40 babies? Like, what? Why is wanting to be married, or just having the idea of being in a committed marriage or even a committed relationship before committing to a child, why is that so weird? Like, why is that so unnormal? Like, shouldn't that be the standard? What happened to wanting a 2-parent household for your child, and why is it so overlooked? Like, why is that not the first thing that we think of when we think of making a family? We think of the steps being to get married first and then the children afterwards. Why is it backwards? Or why is it one step only, just having the child and not the marriage part? Like I said, it's mostly celebrities that have really romanticized this, and I would say a lot in Black culture as well. Not saying it's only Black culture, but the term baby mama did come from Black culture, and there's a lot of absent fathers in Black culture, which is really hard for some people to admit that that's a lot of our culture has come down to. I know it's like a meme to be Black and be fatherless and your father go get the milk or whatever, but I think this fear of commitment in our culture and how celebrities have really romanticized, being a baby mama and having children and not really knowing who the father is, or having multiple babies and multiple baby daddies. And I don't know, I just want to know why it's just so weird and sappy for not to want the best lives for not only yourself but your future children and your children in general. We as women want to believe this fantasy of what men tell us, oh, he's gonna take care of you, he'll never leave you, and oh, this and that. But at the end of the day, a man will only ever tell you what you want to hear. And it's us as women, a lot of us don't have the choice. You hear sad stories, people not having the choice to have children, but a lot of us do. We have this decision to choose the man that we want to have a child with, and it is pretty easy to get manipulated sometimes into thinking that, oh, this is the right person for me. But if you really believe that, and you're giving your best years, you're playing house with a man, cleaning after him, taking care of his kids, and doing all this and that, and he doesn't want to pursue a marriage with you. You've been together for 8, 9, 10 years, being his girlfriend or his baby mama, and you've committed your time living in his house, doing your wifely duties except without the ring, and you're surprised he up and left and married the other girl within a year, and now you're wondering why he spent all that time with you and didn't wife you up, but he did to her. And we want to believe all these lies that men are telling us, and they're going to make so many empty promises that they just don't ever fulfill. And truthfully, a lot of us women end up being the placeholder for something that, for a man to find what he's actually looking for, and we're just there just for entertainment or just to take care of the kids or whatever. And I'm going to give men the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say there are a lot of women who choose to be with multiple men. There's even a meme you don't know who the father is and just name him whatever and just choose one. It's a meme, but it's a sad thing that's, I feel is kind of a reality for some women out there. And people want to argue, oh, marriages can fail, they don't always work out, there's such a big commitment. But if you think about it, having a child is an even bigger commitment than getting married, no? Because if you think about it, with having a child, you're stuck with the child for the rest of yours and theirs in their lives, and you're stuck with the child's mother or father if they choose to, obviously, if they choose not to marry, and if they're still in the kids' lives, you're always around each other anyway. So if you don't like said person and you choose to have a baby with them, you're stuck with them for the rest of the child's life. And you want to know why? Because that's the child's mother or father, and nothing can change that. Nothing will ever change that about them, because you chose to stick and make a commitment with the child that with someone that you don't even like, or that that you're not going to like, and you don't see a future with them or anything like that. It's wild to me that some people are in a relationship and their goal for that relationship isn't to get married. Like, why is that never the goal when we're like choosing to date people? And that's why I don't understand like casual dating. Like, what do you mean casual dating? Like, are you not dating to marry? Are you not like you're going around and sleeping with a bunch of people, and you're dating a person just for fun? Like, what do you do with that? Like, is that not gonna mess up not only your emotions but the other person's emotions as well? And this whole like situationship drama, and just like being in a situationship with people, what even is that? Like, what do you mean you guys are committed to? What do you mean you guys are hooking up with each other and being around each other, acting like you guys are a couple, but at the end of the day you're not actually a couple, and you're just doing it for your own entertainment, and you know that it's not going to lead anywhere? Situationships don't ever lead anywhere, and a lot of people are just afraid to admit to one another that they don't actually want to be in a relationship, and they're just keeping you around until they find the right person, or until they get bored of you or whatever. What are these short-term like relationships that that's not going to work out in the end? What's the point of them anyway? What are you waiting for? Like, why are you waiting for a certain time to break up with that person when what is actually the point of that relationship in general? Why not have a child with someone that you love and has made a commitment to be with you for the rest of your life? If that person is able to make a commitment to you and be with you for the rest of your life, then imagine how they would treat your child. Like, obviously they would commit to your child as well. If they committed to you, if they've done enough work, put the work in to treat you right, and that they're going to treat your child right, your child even better. It's just the security and trust to know that a person won't leave and has valued you as a part of their family through sickness and in health. They feel like you're a part of their family, and they treat you and they prioritize you, and not only prioritize you but also your children. Why is like doing the devil's tango with a bunch of people and hooking up with a bunch of people so glorified and such a glorified part of our culture? And why is it so normalized to be with a bunch of people, like multiple people, and talking to multiple people, and I like, what is the point of that? And another plot that people look past is that a lot of people are having children and they're barely even out of high school. Like, they don't have it all together. They're not financially stable. You're not stable in a relationship, or you're financially stable. You're young. You're having these children. You don't have a plan with them. You can't buy diapers. You can't give them a proper education. There's this one specific mom on TikTok that has like, I think 6 children and is pregnant with another one, and she's not married, of course. And she has a 1-bedroom apartment, and her children are sleeping in the living room floor, which is extremely dangerous. What if someone like breaks in, or school shooting happens or something? God willing it doesn't, but worst case scenario, what if something happens? You can't even provide a bed for your few children that you have, like a proper bed. You have to have them sleeping on the floor and sleeping on the couch and this and that. But you're luxurious and you're sleeping in the room. You can't give your children the room and your children a proper bed. And that you were having these children, but yet you choose to have them, and you're not even financially stable. You don't even have it all together. And you keep having more, and that you can't afford to have more, but you do anyway. You have that choice to do that anyway. And you have all these animals, and you can't even take care of your kids, and you decide to have animals as well. Like, that just adds fuel to the fire. And it's just like, what's even the point at the end of the day? Like, why are you wasting your time doing all these things, and that you can't commit to having a child and commit to that child's life and that child's well-being? In conclusion, I feel like baby mama culture is just a thing people made up to cope I don't know, the devil has a lot of different ways that they influence our lives. And stay safe. Literally stay safe.